Hi everyone, welcome back to Nails by Sora. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing another challenge from Blue Rose Nail Talk, her Facebook page on Facebook. Makes sense, it's on Facebook. And the challenge for today is to make sure my lighting doesn't go all screwy. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. The camera is set to autofocus. So that I can account for when I zoom in and zoom out without it getting blurry, but it also shifts the light according to how it's bouncing off the white of the background, and sometimes it goes yellow. So I'm trying to figure out how to remedy that. But anyway, I digress. The challenge actually is for girls' night out themed nails. And I did have my number one idea, which we will get to in a moment. But the other part of the challenge, one of which I'm not actually going to be doing, is French almond shaped nails. I don't have French almond nail tips, and I can't really get them shaped properly when I try to do it myself. Hold on a second, my email is going off non-stop, so I'm just going to back out of it so I don't get the dinging in the background non-stop. So I'm not going to do the French almond shape, I'm just going to go with my extra long coffins. And then the other part of the challenge is to use Fimo pieces, which are these. So that's going to come into the design mix. And then also an added part of it was to potentially add in something having to do with St. Patty's Day. So I'm going to consider all those factors. And and the color that came up to use is purple, which is why I'm doing these in purple. I do have this beautiful glass, glass color that I want to use, but it doesn't really fit with the theme because I don't want a translucent nail or a transparent nail with opaque nails. So I'm going to have to find another way to use it. But I'm going to be doing 2 nails of pressed rose, which was the first color, 2 nails of Aster Family, which is the color I'm doing right now, and then the third color is by My Acai. They are all 3 Après colors. I love them so much, and I'm looking for every reason to use them. But that's going to be the video. There's going to be some 3D elements. There's going to be 2D elements. I have a surprise coming up with the 3D element that I will go over when I'm ready. But for right now, I'm just going to continue with my background colors, do 2 coats of each, and then we're going to get into the design mix. I do have, the main idea for the theme, which is Girls' Night Out. I don't remember if I mentioned that, but other than that, the 3D elements, other than that, I can't really think of what else to do. I did do a Google search for the phrase Girls' Night Out to try to come up with some ideas, and I'm going to kind of do an ombre or a glitter fade up from the cuticle line. This beautiful Pixie Purple from Light Elegance, which I've used before countless times, and I will be using it again. So stay tuned for that. But for now, if you could please go and hit that like button and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you always know when new videos are up. I'm going to try to sneak this onto the mount so that I can cure it all at the same time. So this is the color palette that we are working with. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 60-second cure and then do a second coat, and I will be back with the rest of the design. Alright, so for our glitter fade, we're going to be using Pixie Purple, as I mentioned before, from Light Elegance. This is the swatch dot, And this is the beautiful Pixie Purple, which is kind of pink, but pink and purple go well together. And I'm going to be using my ombre brush to ombre it up the nail. The bristles are slightly stuck together at the moment, so I'm going to use some acetone just to loosen it up. As I've said many times before, acetone is not the best thing for your brushes, but I always coat it right away in gel right afterwards to keep the bristles hydrated. So I'm just going to dab it on the cuticle line. Pushing it up towards the edge. And then I'm going to pull it down the nail. I'm just lightly coating it, or rather pulling it from the top. I'm not dragging it down. And taking less and less as I go further down the nail. Just going to move some of this up towards the center so we don't flood our cuticles. And I'm going to pop that in the lamp for 60 seconds. I should mention before, when I said I was going to cure the base coat for 60 seconds, Apres gels do not need to be cured for more than 30 seconds. I'm so used to curing for 60 seconds that I just say it automatically, but Apres gels do not need that.
Just wanna watch them stars fall. You don't want to try to make up dreams just to be seen. I want to lay. You
do want to check your profile as you go to make sure that you're not getting any ridges, that everything is spreading out evenly. You can take a little bit more as you go, as you wish. And then this will go in for the cure. Let's see how it looks on top of this darker purple, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish the other two nails since they are exactly the same.
Each second is a treat. I keep my balance next to you. It's true, nowadays there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell worry goodbye. It's not what we see.
This one is giving me a few issues just with leveling. So I'm going to grab one of my liner brushes. Oop, minus the hair preferably, and just spread out this clear gel a little bit. Alright, that's going to cure. I'm going to finish up the other two nails and then I will be back. Okay, so this is where we're at so far. We've got our 5 nails with our base coats on, our glitter, and now we're going to do a 3D element, which is going to be on what would be the ring finger. So I'm going to take this nail and put it over here. The problem is I've run into a snag because I'm going to do a 3D element and you're not supposed to touch gel with your fingers. I always wear gloves when I use it, but I am out of gloves. So I'm going to try to do it without touching it too much. We shall see. Let's get this back in the jar first and foremost. I did have it lying on its side, which is why it is not sitting flat in the jar, but that is fine. We can just push it right back down. This is Nails by Dev's Trippy Gel, and what I want to do is fashion a cordial glass. So I'm going to take a pretty good amount and try to put it onto the palette to mold. Come on, work with me. Thank you. So I want to try to get it into a ball first. Let's not get hair in it, please. And now we're going to put it onto the nail. So far, so good. So I'm going to flatten it out a bit. Let's get this more securely on the nail stand. And we're just going to keep it in a ball or in a round shape, but we're going to flatten it out a bit. And I want it to be more like a coupe glass. So I'm going to flatten it at the top. Push it out a little bit on the sides. And then bring it down into somewhat of a tapered bottom. Now I do want to hollow this out. So I think what I need to do is pinch the sides down. I'm going to get my flashing lamp ready because I'm going to lift it from the underside, or try to lift it from the underside using a small brush and some alcohol. So I'm going to get up underneath it and kind of pull it away. This is blocking. Really need to be able to use my hands. I wonder. Okay, don't do this at home. I need ooh. Okay, so I'm taking my dotting tool and I'm kind of rolling it around to widen it and create that hemisphere. I'm going to wet it again with a little bit of alcohol just to thin it out and widen it. And hopefully it's not now stuck to my hand. I'm going to turn it upside down, so hopefully the weight of it will help me. Before I cure it, I want to make sure that it's actually in the center of the nail. I don't want it off to the side. I'm just slightly lifting it on one side while pushing it on the other.
Don't wanna sleep tonight at all. Just wanna watch them stars fall. With you, don't wanna try to make up dreams just to be seen. I wanna lay here beside you, oh quiet.
All right, I'm gonna try it one more time. I think it may be a little on the large side.
It's where we go. I grow wings and tell her goodbye. Oh, it's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. Sunflowers, high grass, and bare feet. Oh, but you each second is a treat. I keep my balance next to you. It's true. Nowadays there's nothing I wouldn't do for you.
Okay, I'm going to cure this, and whatever it is, because I don't want to mess with it anymore. So I'm just going to take my flash curing lamp. All right, so we've got the bowl of our coupe glass attached to the nail. I'm going to create the stem and then the base. So I'm going to do it in the same fashion. I'm going to grab, oops, what is in my clear gel? I'm going to grab some gel, put it on my plates, and I'm going to roll a snake. Maybe. It's just going to be one of those nights. If I get a gel allergy, this is why.
It's where we go. I grow It's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could.
I was going to sculpt them separately, but the stem was a little large, so I'm just going to pull out the bottom part of it to create the base.
Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over, I swear that I'm sober, just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me?
Alright, so my original idea with this was to kind of do like an aquarium nail, where the bowl of the glass is filled up with liquid and it has the Fimo floating in it. But I think the bowl is too, well, I know the bowl is too small to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the bowl up with liquid gel, and then I'm going to sink some of the Fimo pieces into it and cure it with them sitting half in, half out. That way it looks like a cocktail. So the question is, do I use colored gel or do I use clear gel? I kind of think I want to use colored gel, but I don't know if it'll cure properly. I could use the syrup color that I wanted to use, but then you won't really see the Fimo pieces. Let's see, shall we? Let's use top coat. That way we don't have to worry about curing or top coating the inside rather. So I'm just going to brush it off of the wand into the bowl. So the reason my camera keeps losing light is because it is running hot. I don't know why it's running hot, but it is. We're going to coat the rim as we go also. Then I'm going to use my tweezers to pick up some Fimo pieces and sink them in. Oops. We'll do what is it called? Blood orange. No, it's a grapefruit I just put in. We'll do a red grapefruit, and we'll do an orange, and maybe we can get a lemon in there if I can find lemon pieces. Why don't I have lemon pieces? Here's a lemon piece. And then we're going to cure it from the top down. So I'm going to use my flash curing lamp. And then I'm going to hold it underneath the regular lamp. But first, I think I want to use a lime and cut a piece out to stick on the side of the glass. Where are my scissors? let's see. I need to stick it though with nail glue. Alright, so we're going to do this next part a little quickly because, as I said, my camera for some reason is overheating. I want to use this Gabby glitter from Magpie Beauty and this gold gel paint from Madame Glam, and ombre some gold up from the cuticle, the free edge to the midway point. So I'm going to take some of Gabby and put her on my palette. I'm going to take my application brush and grab some gold, and I'm going to dab it on the free edge and then pull it up. And this is going to be our St. Patty's contribution to Girls' Night Out. I am going to also work in some clovers, but I want this to kind of have the dipped in gold feel to it. So we're not going to pull it all the way up, just to the midway point. And then we're going to use our liner brush to just grab some glitters and dab it onto the wet gel paint. Gently press it down. And then this is going to go into the lamp to cure. I'm going to do the other nails, and then I will be back to either wrap it up or add in one last little detail. So the last little thing I want to do is add in some shamrocks, 4-leaf clovers. Because, as I said, an extra challenge to this set was to do something St. Patty's related, and while this most likely will post after St. Patty's, I do want to try to challenge myself and add it in. So I'm going to do 1 or 2 on each nail. Possibly each nail I may skip some because I don't want it to get too crazy. But I'm going to use my dotting tool, and I'm going to put kind of as if I was making hearts. I'm going to do the 2 dots next to each other, and then I'm using my fine liner to pull them together into each leaf of the clover.
It's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. We're beyond good, I've never been so ready.
And then you can just put in your little stem. And then we're going to go ahead and cure that. I'm going to do the rest of the nails, and I will come back to wrap it up. Alright everyone, these are the finished Girls' Night Out St. Patty's Day style. I hope you enjoyed this video. I absolutely love the way these turned out. As you know from the beginning of the video, I didn't really have a clear idea of what I wanted to do, aside from the cocktail glass, which Oh my god, I'm in love with. I love how it turned out. Wish you could see it in person. I do feel like it's kind of floating off there in the middle of the nail. I wish I had pulled down a little bit further towards the free edge, but I still love the way they turned out. I may see if I can get them up for St. Patty's Day. We will see. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and if there are any other ideas you have for me, 3D, 2D, or otherwise. And let me know if you would rock these, because I think I would. 3D glass and all. So stay tuned for upcoming content. All the information for the products I used will be in the description box below. And I will see you in the next video. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you soon. Bye.